There we go. Okay. Good morning, YouTube, and good morning, TikTok. You're watching live with LWL Lindsay with love. Why do I always say it like that? I really don't want to say it like that, but it comes out like that, and I can't stop it. Good morning, and welcome to the show. Today is Monday, May 12th already. Oh my goodness, you guys, we're almost halfway through 2025. That is crazy talk. It's so weird to think, but that's okay. I'm making progress and I'm transforming my life. Are you? That's what we're doing inside of the Cosmic Collective, so you may want to consider joining. Good morning, VIP Jules is in the house. She's bulletproof. What do? I help women transform their lives by reminding them energetically how powerful they are. So what I really like to say is that I help women shift their awareness back into their empowered state so they can truly start to create their reality, right? Because if you don't have confidence, if you don't have your self-worth locked in, if you don't have your self-esteem locked in, your dreams, they're going down the drain, or they're very slow to progress, right? So that's what I like to do. I like to help women understand how powerful they really are with their natural energy. Not something outside of themselves, with the energy inside. Good morning, VIP Deborah. I need that this morning. Well, she's bulletproof. You're in the right spot. I love your name, by the way, your handle. Perfect for the vibe. Okay. Let's get going. Good morning, Sarah. Congratulations. Oh my gosh. I just clapped and it was one of those claps that was like ting and it hit my ear. Sarah, hell yeah. Congratulations, Sarah. I am so proud of you. I saw your book. I ordered the book. I can't wait to read it. I'm so excited for the rest of the series. I love the back cover of the book. Oh my gosh. Girl, I am so proud of you. I'm so freaking proud of you. Of course, we are going to continue to celebrate you inside of the Cosmic Collective, but I just want to say it here so everybody knows. Sarah is inside the Cosmic Collective. Sarah tapped in, is using her creative energy. She's using her tangible physical energy to create her dream reality. And I'm so excited for her. I'm so freaking excited. You just now came up on my live, Catherine. That's okay, because I've just been live for like 2 seconds. I was fighting with the internet and TikTok. You can see this is not my normal setup with the white background. I was just kind of fighting technology this morning. So here I am. So you're in divine order. Don't fret, my friend. Don't worry. I ordered it too. VIP Deborah says, I can't wait. Yay, Sarah. So excited for you. VIP Jewel says, yeah, I'm so excited for her too. Congratulations. Sarah, everybody's saying congratulations to you. Sarah is saying thanks, you guys, on YouTube. All right. So today we're talking about, the title of the show is Exploring the Exciting Shift from the 3D to the 5D on Your Spiritual Journey. Exploring, I thought TikTok wasn't being nice. Well, TikTok is kind of like being like a little bit finicky this morning with this whole like, oh boy. I have a hair stuck on my hand. Okay, there we go. I downloaded this picture like 5 times with a transparent background, but for whatever reason, TikTok was not having it. So it's just been like one of those mornings, whatever. I'm vibing, I'm going with it. Like, just go with the flow, right? As always, we just go with the flow. Deborah says, good morning, Sarah. Congratulations. I can't wait to get my copy one day. I'm going to have you sign it. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, well, we better get autographs. We better get autographs on our books. We'll figure out a way. We will figure out a way. Okay, so let's get going. You guys, this is a conversation from my own brain, my own downloaded energy to you between yesterday and this morning. So this is Lindsay's information. This is coming from my brain. So we're not talking about Simon Sinek today. We're not talking about anybody else. We're talking about me, myself, and I. Well, not me, but we're talking about information that came from me. Let's go with it. What is up with this hair? You guys, I'm just like, whew. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm wearing denim today on my live. So I'm fully dressed. So another frequency unlocked. Because what I've noticed is, and what I used to tell myself all the time years ago was always get dressed every single day, specifically because I like to maintain a certain physique. And if I'm wearing stretchy pants every single day, I would not know whether or not I was maintaining that physique. And my leather shorts are still buttoning. I've got outfits that I haven't worn in a while because they didn't fit properly, and now they're fitting properly. So now I'm like locked in, and I'm like, okay, girl, you've got this. Just keep going, right? Just keep going. Let me sign into my notes, and we're going to start the show. Good morning, Christina. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. VIP Deborah says, beautiful. Beautiful. You're beautiful too, my friends. For those of you that are new here, hi, hello, welcome. I'm here to raise the frequency of the planet, and I do that by reminding you how powerful you are. Most people don't realize that they're energetic beings, but once you discover that about yourself, you'll learn how to use your energy that's very specific to you to actually create your reality quite easily, just like Sarah's doing. Let's close our eyes, deep breath in through the nose, belly nice and full. Letting it go out of the mouth. That's called a reset breath. You can do that whenever you need it. whenever you need it. My eyes are popping today. Okay, interesting, because I say that's interesting. One, it's raining, so whenever it's raining, this part is driving me nuts, you guys. I gotta just like maybe fix it a little bit. I don't know. That's a little bit better. When it rains, I get really good lighting. So step one, it's raining, so I have bomb lighting. Like, I'm grateful for this lighting. I'm gonna do some filming today. Step two is I put on, you can't really see it because I didn't do it a lot, but I bought this like glitter copper eyeliner, and I just put it like a little bit over like a brown eyeliner, so it's not like super glittery, but a little bit glittery. And step three, finally, this clean mascara that I love. They've only ever offered it in black, but finally they've offered it in brown, and I got brown. So now my mascara is all brown, and I think it makes a world of difference. So thank you. I'll take it. Christina says I'm battling anxiety today. Christina, let's do one more deep breath for you. Breathing in through the nose, belly nice and full. Hold it at the top if you can. Let it go out of the mouth. You are safe. You are secure. You are here. You are worthy. You are deserving. Let's do the damn thing. All right, let's go. Let's go. She's Bulletproof says, oh, what mascara? I can only wear brown and it's hard to find. It's Ilia, I-L-I-A. It's clean too. I only wear clean, for the most part, I only wear clean face creams and whatever. Because I don't want to put toxins into my body and let them absorb into my skin, into my bloodstream. That's a bad idea, in my opinion, right? In my opinion. Okay, so this is my own brain, you guys talking. This is my own brain. This is things that I've discovered through my own spiritual journey. I've been awake since 2019. I had my Kundalini rising right after, very quickly after my awakening. I had a traumatic heart chakra opening through a car accident after my dad passed away. So I've had a lot of interesting experiences on the journey. Last night, you guys, I had the coolest freaking dream ever. I was discussing with somebody, they were doing some sort of like dancing, and it was like, the rhythm of the dance was like, kind of, it was almost like, and maybe I'm a little bit, maybe what I've been reading, the Teachings of Don Juan, written by Carlos Castaneda, maybe that has been kind of seeping into my dream world, but it was basically like a native kind of dance that was like building up energy. And we were discussing it in a group of people. The person that was doing the dancing, then I was discussing it with them, and then there was other people kind of as like, not an audience per se, but like listening to the conversation. And in the dream, I got to share about my Kundalini rising. So I was like talking with the person that was doing the dancing, and we were just discussing like the vibes and the energy of it all. And it was like such a cool dream. I was like, what was that? Like, what world was I in? That was so freaking cool. My fans reminded me to complete the Use Fan Club sticker challenge and get rewarded. What? You guys, what? I don't know how to play TikTok. Let's see. Christina, VIP Jewel says the mascara is definitely making them pop. I thought your lashes looked lighter. Ooh, thank you. Yeah. And like thinner too, because I feel like when you get new mascara, it's very like, it goes on very like crisp. So it's like, they're all kind of very thin lashes. I don't know, you guys, but thank you. I'll take it. VIP Deborah says, Christina, same. I do not have anxiety. Today I'm going to have a beautiful day and repeat it if needed. Yep. Or rather than saying I do not have anxiety, to just release the word altogether, say something like, I'm grounded in my energy. I am safe and I'm a spiritual being. I can do anything I desire with ease. I'm grounded in my energy. 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 Lala, welcome to the show. Okay, you guys, let's get on with it. So this is all about moving from 3D to 5D and the dance, the true beauty of the dance between the two energies. When you are quite evolved on your journey, you're going to experience this. And so I thought it would be interesting to share kind of the polarity of it all, and also to understand perhaps, or find an awareness around when you maybe are living too much in the 3D as a very evolved spiritual being and you need to bounce back to the 5D, and kind of how to keep that rhythm going, and what it looks like when the rhythm is not going in a nice kind of beat. Maybe you're too far over here and then you're too far over here. So that's what I'd like to talk about today. Miss Dragon, or Mama Dragon, welcome to the show. All right, let's go. So when I was at yoga yesterday, we went back to yoga yesterday. I was very proud of that. It was a really great session. I'm finding myself getting deeper into my poses. I find myself actually enjoying it. I don't find myself battling my mind anymore. In fact, there was one point where I was like laying on my stomach, on my side, with my ear to the mat, as we do in Bikram yoga. And for a second, I thought to myself, what was I just thinking about? And I think what I have discovered is that I finally have connected with a true flow state inside of yoga. And that's really beautiful in and of itself, because if anyone does Bikram, you know it's freaking hard. And it's just one of those things that's hard. It just is what it is. And I don't really like to label things as hard in life, ever. You guys know me. But I will say from a physical perspective, it's quite a challenging experience. So there's that. So I was pretty proud of that. But in this flow state I was in, it was Mother's Day yesterday. And I'm a doggy mommy, so I'll claim that energy. But I was lying in yoga and thinking about how we are actually truly all mothers and fathers inside of me, because the law of gender states that there is feminine and masculine energy inside of everybody, that technically I'm a mother and technically I'm a father, whether or not I rear children or not. Doesn't depend on my gender, scientifically stated, out of the womb. It just is what it is. We are all mothers, we are all fathers. So if you think kind of about the energy of the mother and the energy of the father, you would say, okay, the mother is more nurturing energy, you know, archetypally, kind of archetype type energy. And the father is more like disciplined, I guess is what I would call it, maybe responsible. Discipline seems kind of harsh, but responsible maybe is a better word for some people listening. So I thought to myself, well, if we're all mothers and we're all fathers, this is what I've deducted. I said, if we're all mothers and we're all fathers inside, at any given moment, you could simply ask yourself, do I need more of the mother in me right now, or do I need more of the father in me right now? What do I need? What energy should I be exuding or tapping into and activating? Which energy do I need more of at this moment right now, right? It's a great question to ask yourself. Because sometimes you do need more of a nurturing energy. Sometimes you're down in the dumps. You're like, shit, like I've been trying and trying, and it's like nothing's working. And, oh, like how much more am I gonna deal with this reality? And you're annoyed and frustrated and maybe becoming a little bit impatient. And that's when the mother steps in and says, hey, you know what? You're doing a great job. You're moving forward every day, and maybe it doesn't feel like it's coming fast enough, but you know, because you're an energetic being and you're very spiritually aware, you know you're always in divine order. You know what's going to happen is meant to happen. You know it's going to be on the time that it's meant to happen. Everything's going to be in perfect alignment when it happens. And other times, you're kind of coddling yourself and you're like, you know what? I missed my goal today, but that's okay. Tomorrow's a new day. You know what? I still didn't do XYZ, but you know, no big deal. I can take another nap. And then that's when the father needs to step in and say, hey, look, like if you really want to create your reality, if you really want to go for it, you kind of got to get up off the sofa, right? You got to put your feet on the ground and get going. So I thought this is really powerful information. Perhaps. Yep, she's bulletproof says, yes, VIP Jewel says, VIP Deborah says 100, let's go. What is this, you guys? There's something that's happening and I need to like do something. I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore it. There's a lot of like little floaties and I don't know what it means, and it's, maybe if I hit them, does anyone know what this means? Can somebody help me? Help. I'll take them. I don't know what it is. It's cute, but, oh, we have a flash goal. Do you guys want to play in the flash goal? Anybody? If I get a couple of yeses, hey, good morning, VIP Brenda, welcome to the show. We have a flash goal, and maybe that's what it's trying to tell me. VIP Jewel says, VIP Deborah says, I think it wants to know you're still there, so you have to tell it you are. You guys want to play? Let's see what it is. 3 gifters send a bouquet to my live in 15 minutes. Well, let's just try it. Why not? I'm looking for 3 different people to send me a bouquet in the next 15 minutes. How about that? Let's go. Let's have some fun. Okay, so be mindful then not to get stuck in one of these energies. Are you being too much the mom for yourself? Are you being too much the dad for yourself? Too much the dad. And you guys, once again, this is very archetype type energy. This doesn't mean every dad is the disciplinary and every mom is super nurturing, because we have both of these energies inside all of us, okay? But it is simply to say, let's tap in. Do I need my dad to get in my ear and say, get it going, girlfriend? Or do I need my mom to say, you know what, you're doing a great job. Keep trying. It's okay. Take a rest if you need it. What do you need? And try not to get stuck in one or the other, right? Because when you get stuck in one or the other, then the ebb and the flow of the 3D to the 5D is not in perfect harmony. Okay? Good morning, VIP Jamie's in the house. Good morning, VIP Jamie. She's Bulletproof says, I was in high vibration, had none. Stop punches in the gut this week. Needed to hear this today. You're in the right place. You're in divine order. Why are they not hearts as I tap? Oh, I see. VIP Deborah, thank you for the bouquet. Ah, so pretty. I love that. That was so pretty. Yeah, it's not hearts. That's what I'm seeing too. It's like wands and whatever and stars. I think it's because we got some sort of something in the team. You guys, I don't really know how to play TikTok. I'm here to share my wisdom and knowledge. And when I do that, I appreciate the gifts because I feel like that's a nice energetic exchange. And the comments and the likes and the conversation, that's what I'm here for. So I don't know. I don't know. Sorry. I wish I could tell you. Okay, we've got one bouquet. We need 2 more bouquets in the next 13 minutes or something like that. And then we've achieved our flash goal. Thank you for the heart me, VIP Deborah. And for the heart me, VIP Jamie. Good morning, Maria. Petals and Petal and Pose. Welcome to the chat. So, too much nurturing and you're evolving really slowly, perhaps, right? I guess it just depends on the state you're in. If you need a lot of nurturing because you just went something that was really emotionally challenging, then I wouldn't say you're evolving too slowly. But if you're in just like a calm, cool, collected state, a cool frequency, you're here, and you're giving yourself too much nurturing, then I would say, let's give yourself a little nudge. The father needs to step in and say, come on, move it along, girl. Like, come on, you can do better. You can try a little, not do better. You could kick it into high gear. See what you're truly capable of, right? On the other hand, if you have too much discipline, which means you're constantly going, very physical, tangible, move, well, then you might burn out because you're not giving yourself an opportunity to the motherly nurturing congratulations, right? Thank you, VIP Jules, for the flowers. Those flowers are so pretty. Oh my gosh, so pretty. And you might burn out, right? Energetically, physically, mentally, emotionally. Burnout is so real, right? Especially in our society. So you've got to really be mindful of what energy am I living in? Am I being too much my mom energy? Thank you, VIP Brenda, for helping me reach my flash goal. Yay, thank you guys. I appreciate it. And you have to decide, right? Where are you at in this kind of dance? So we can take this from the feminine and the masculine to the kind of more yin yang. Same concept, right? Same concept. The yin energy is the feminine energy. It's passive. It's still. It's dark. It's cool. It's the earth. It's restorative, it's introspective, right? It's the earth and the moon. And then you've got the yang energy on the other side of it, which is the masculine energy, the active energy, ambitious energy, growth energy, expansion energy, light and warmth energy, considered like the sun in the sky. Okay? So we can just kind of look at it that way. And oftentimes what I've realized, what I know to be true for me, and I think a lot of anyone inside the Cosmic Collective experiences this too. If you're an artist, that you've defined yourself as an artist, which we're all artists, but if you are somebody who has taken like the traditional definition of artist, you experience this all the time. And it's this balance between 5D, spiritual, really like knowledge coming through, creative ideas flowing, you're in flow state, versus this 3D kind of more almost feels harsh reality, tapped into the physical senses, here in the tangible world, and it's this bounce. So I work with my clients and I'm in the 5D and I'm receiving from a clairaudient perspective what they need and how to deliver it in a way that will hit them and they'll be receptive to it. And then I come back to the 3D and I type on my computer and I create my money course, which is going to help you unlock all of the limiting beliefs you've ever had about money, ones that you don't even know exist in your brain. Right? And so I'm on the computer, I'm typing, I'm making the notes, I bounce up and I get some information, some creative idea, and I come back down and I work and I get, right? So the dynamics sometimes can feel tiring. So a lot of spiritual people say they're so exhausted. They're exhausted because they're either bouncing in and out and don't realize it and they haven't like grounded in, or they're exhausted because they're trying to spiritually awaken everybody, which is not their job, or they're exhausted simply because they're not honoring their energy, which is like the rule number 1 of being a spiritual person, which is you honor your energy because you know you're an energetic being, right? Tanya, welcome to the show. Thank you for sharing the live. Whew, just gotta chill. This rain is making it chilly here. The first one, VIP Jewel says the first one, because you're bouncing in and out. So pay attention to then, this is everything always drops back to awareness. At the end of the day, how aware are you? And we could even take it a step further, because people that are very spiritually awakened are very aware people, right? They sense the energy. They're tapped in and tuned into the energies of others, of the planet, of the collective, of the room that they just walked into. They're connected. They understand it and they feel it. Don't let your awareness be the thing that screws you over, right? That would suck. And sometimes I think that happens because it's almost like an awareness burnout. Like you're like, I'm overly aware of the situation. And that happens, I think, for a lot of people. Seems to be that way anyway. Like, just from what I watch on TikTok and what I gather, it seems to be that a lot of people are so aware that they isolate because they're so aware. And they're like, I would rather not deal with all the energies I can feel at any social event, at whatever. I would rather just sit home, be by myself. But at the end of the day, we know the spiritual journey is individual, but we also know that as humans, we're meant to connect and be a part of a community, right? We're meant to connect and be a part of a community. So I was thinking as well, rather than isolate, rather than self-isolate, go into hermit mode, which is sometimes serving, but oftentimes is not serving. Just depends on where you're at in the journey. Why not find a club or a group? My computer likes this conversation. My printer always goes off when it's happy about what I'm saying, I think. Why not join the Cosmic Collective? And inside, not only do you get to practice the new version of yourself, but you have a super supportive community that's not going to let you falter. Even on the worst days, we're going to lift you up, right? Think about it. Think about it. It's only $49 a month membership. And once you enter, immediately you get access to over 10 months worth of spiritual lessons from me. And the best part is when you join, you get immediate access to our Discord, our private Discord. And inside, it is beautiful. Inside, people are changing their lives drastically. Not just a little bit. I'm talking, they go into the 5D, they experience information, they bring it down to the 3D, they say, I'm a little nervous, I'm a little bit scared, I don't even know if I can do this. And I'm like, hell yeah, you can do this. What do you mean you can't do? You can do this. YouTube this, research that, and go for it. What are you waiting for? And then everybody else is like, hell yeah, you can do it. And then all of a sudden you feel super empowered and you have the confidence that is required. The confidence that is required to create your reality. If you lack confidence, you will struggle with creating your reality. It's just facts. It's energetic facts. I wish I could tell you something different, but it's the truth, right? It just is what it is. VIP Deborah says, we are so powerful. We are so powerful. VIP Jewel says, I heard none of that. Womp womp. I think mine is more to do with others. Good morning, happy Monday, hello, beautiful souls, my first time here. Tanya, welcome to the show. I think mine is more to do with others pulling me out of it, out of the 5D. But you don't want to stay there too long, right? We'll talk about that in a second. VIP Jamie says, yes! We are so powerful, VIP Deborah, that's true. Tanya says, being an empath and energy sensor can become very draining and isolating is the best choice at times. Yep, at times, that's true. And it can be, which is why the #1 rule of somebody who is spiritually awakened is what? Honor your energy. Now, that means doing the best you can to rest when you need to. When you're hungry, eat. When you have to go to the bathroom, don't hold it. You're worthy of peeing when you need to. Go to the bathroom, right? It's small things like that where when you honor your energy, you step into your superpower, whether you're an empath or not, right? Because I would say I'm an empath, right? All of us are. You're here because you sense and feel and understand energy. But your empathy becomes your superpower when you manage it wisely, right? Which I'm sure you know, Tanya. Just as adding on to your conversation. VIP Jamie says, I appreciate all the Cosmic Collective. I close myself off often, but you guys keep me out of the pit of BS. Jamie, we're not going to let you fall into your own pit of BS, okay, girl? You're too funny for that. Get out. VIP Jewel says, I'm really honed in on honoring my energy when I feel exhausted, though. Yeah. How do you even narrow down what you're supposed to do? She's bulletproof. What do you mean by that? How do I narrow down what you're supposed to do? Can you elaborate on what you mean by that? Bax, good morning, Bax. Welcome to the show, Bax. Always sneaking in on me. VIP Catherine says, yes, had a huge panic moment yesterday, was able to recognize it and calm it in 2 minutes. VIP Catherine, girl, from the first time we spoke ever, I don't know if you remember it, but I do. I will never forget that conversation, to the Catherine that is inside the Cosmic Collective and living her life on her terms, in her own empowerment is chef's kiss. I could cry right now, but I don't want to cry. So, but I'm really proud of you. We truly lift each other up. We really do, Bax. That's true. We do. Peace is priceless. Amen to that, Tanya. VIP Jewel says to Catherine, love that you recognize that we're able to work through it. Yep. That's hard as an empathic nurse. Yeah, VIP Jamie, for sure. You've got a job ahead of you. But you've got it. But you do it because you know you can. You're empowered to do that, right? And VIP Jamie, I see you as like not the nurse at the center. I see you as like opening your own at some point. I don't know if that's in the cards for you or like in your desires. But between like your charisma and your creativity and your happiness and your comical energy and your caring energy, I see you just like running the whole thing. Like you got your staff, and it's like the best place anybody could go as somebody who needs extra care. And it's just like such a beautiful place. I could just totally see that. I can see that for you. I have the confidence as, okay, I see it. I meant as in called to do. Well, she's bulletproof. I would recommend that you start just trying new things. If you don't know what you're called to do, I would look at your big three astrology, your sun, your moon, your rising. I would look at the houses that they're in. And I would just start to try different things that you're curious about. Because until you try new things, you're never gonna know. Like, what if I never decided to read that energy healing book? Like, I would have missed out on impacting hundreds of people's lives. I mean, heck, thousands. I have 40.2 thousand followers, thousands of people's lives. So it's like, if your heart is pulling you into a curiosity, follow that. Maybe that doesn't mean that that's the end all be all, but it could be the start of a trail of information for you to continue to follow. I started off as an energy healer working with one-on-one clients, and now I'm running a spiritual transformative community. Manifesting Club members, we manifest together tonight under the full moon energy, so I do that, right? I'm creating courses that help you heal yourself. I write astrology reports, 50 plus pages, so you can know who you are. So she's bulletproof. You might want to get an astrology report from me because I look at you from your highest vibration. I give you the potentials where your energy might screw you over, but ultimately I'm reading you from the highest state so you can really start to understand who you really are. Because I truly believe that our birth chart is our blueprint for success in life. Because our soul decided that it wanted to come to Earth, and our soul decided when it was going to come to Earth, what family it wanted to come into, so we could grow and evolve and manage some karma and whatever else. That's what I believe, okay? That's what I believe. But use your discernment on what you believe. I'm not here to push my beliefs onto you. All right, let's see what else. Catherine has grown so much, Beck says. Yes, she has. Jamie, did I miss your graduation? Congratulations, Jamie. Go on, girl. Oh, that's the goal. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I see that already. Like, I have no doubt in my mind, Jamie, that you're going to achieve that. So first step is you get your RN. You're already on the way. You're already in school for that. And then the next step is, now that you have that, you open up shop. I don't think you need to go any further, right? I don't know the ins and outs depending on the states and stuff, but you've got it. She's bulletproof, says I'm very intuitive and into coaching. Well, then I would say start coaching. Start putting yourself out there on the internet in a way that's coaching and start attracting an audience. Tanya, what truly is life-changing is when you begin to see your own light and realize you're the healer. Yep, exactly. Yeah, a healer is not doing anything other than holding a frequency for the person that wants to be healed. I hold a frequency, I see the person in the highest vibration, they tap into that and they say, holy shit, I actually am in my highest vibration. I am everything, I'm all things. So I can choose the most beautiful things. And then boom. Yep. So pay attention around this 3D, 5D conversation. Pay attention to where you're living and if you've been spending too much time in one state, right? So if you're missing, for example, if you're missing the magic of everyday life, which there is magic. It is wildly extraordinary that we are here, existing, doing what we do. To me, it's just like, how did this happen, right? And so if you miss the magic of every day, then I would say that you're living in the 3D for too long. You're really stuck into the 5 senses. You're not tapped into your intuition. You're not open to your spiritual essence. And because of that, you're not seeing the twinkle in the corner of your eye. You're not tapping into your angel numbers. You're missing the synchronicity. You're missing the 2 to make it true, whatever, right? On the other side of it all is, and being tapped into the 3D for a long time is like really being in the tangible world. Like I'm on my computer making the course. I'm really, and I'm not downloading information while I'm making the course. It's just like that work that has to be done. The workbook has to be created in Canva. I don't get a way around that. It just must be, right? And so that's me living in the tangible world. But then I go and I get my steps, and while I'm getting my steps, I get a ton of downloads, and it's the information's flowing, and do this and launch it here, and check your birth chart to know when to launch it there, and what to price it, and blah, blah, blah. And that's the downloaded information 5D. I sit back down on my computer, or I open up my notes on my phone to type what I've received. Now I'm back into the 3D. Boom, up, down. And it's not up and down. It's just an energetic state, but for visualization purposes or understanding, it's like in the 5D down to 3D, up to 5D down to 3D. Now, I would say, on the other hand, if you feel a little bit chaotic, you're feeling overwhelmed with the ideas in your brain, you're on a mental hamster wheel, and you're causing yourself mental exhaustion because of it, I would say you're living too much in the 5D. You've got to come down. You've got to get those ideas off your brain and into the real world, whatever that means. Get it into the hands of the people that need it, right? The value comes from the 5D. It comes out of my mouth to the 3D to you, so you can understand what to do, how to respond energetically, how to tap into your energy, how to transform your life with a full moon or with a new moon or whatever it is that I'm saying at any given moment. So a lot of people have a lot of creative ideas, big dreams that they're just sitting on. Why are you sitting on your big dreams? Let the dreams be your big dreams, but then tangibly create them. Bounce from the 5D to the 3D. And when you're at a point where you're like, okay, like I've done what I can in the 3D. In other words, I've done everything. I've set up the emails. I've promoted. I've put out the TikToks. I'm getting my following on social media. I created the course. I launched the course. Bounce back up to the 5D. Tap in. What's next? God, Source, Universe, Creator. What's next for me? The higher self tells you. The ego in the physical body helps push you back into the 3D. You sit down at the computer, you start typing, my computer's right here if you didn't notice, and then that's that. And it doesn't have to be difficult. It's actually quite simple. So please don't complicate it, right? Don't overthink it. So if you have a lot of ideas swirling in your brain but they have not come to life yet, I would ask you to come down to the 3D for a few days and put it on the paper. Bring it to life. Bring it to life, okay? And also, at the end of the day, your awareness is always going to be a big component of this. The journey is really, first, I'm aware that I need to get out of the space I'm in because I don't like it here. Second, I understand and I'm aware that I created what I don't like. So if I created what I don't like, I can definitely create what I do like, right? Third, I need to start to heal myself in some way. Do I need more confidence? Do I need to feel worthy? Do I need to reprogram some limiting belief out of my mind? From there, I realize that I've healed myself, and at some point, I just need to let the situation be what it is, be what it may, because it's in the past, and I really can't change it. I can send it love, and I can transform the energy of it. I can find the silver lining. I can find the positive aspects of it that have brought me to this reality where I now love myself fully. Shit has happened. Things haven't always been easy, but damn it, I'm here. I'm surviving, I'm thriving because of it, I'm empowered because of it, I have more confidence than ever because of it, and now, because I love myself so much, I'm able to create with total ease. And I bounce in and out of 5D, 3D to truly manifest my best life. And I do that with my blinders on, unbothered by anybody in my surroundings, because I know I live in my reality. I'm the only one that lives in my reality, and I create my reality. And so if anyone's giving me shit about it, I don't care. That's not my problem, that they have faith issues. Not my problem, right? I'm going to keep creating. And then what's going to happen is, because I've created, I land in a new physical reality, people are going to start to ask me, how did you do that? Even the people that might have said this is impossible. And then I get to, in my fullest empowerment, in my fullest compassionate state, share the information that I have around how to heal, fully love yourself, understand, and use your energy to manifest. And that's it. That's the journey. However it lands for you, right? And by the way, the journey is very individual journey. But ultimately, at the end of the day, there are just components to it, and that's what it is. So also, for the people that say that they're really bored on their journey, what's the point of all of this? I would say, aren't you just excited that you can create anything you want in your whole life? Have you lost that excitement? Even if that means you're simply sharing your knowledge, and it's not simply, you're sharing your knowledge with 40,000 people on the internet. That's so cool. You get to impact somebody's life in a very positive way. To me, that is so freaking cool. But you always need your confidence. You always need your worthiness. You know what? Just accept you're worthy. Like, let's not fight that. Confidence, you can cultivate that. Faith, you can cultivate that. Willpower, you can cultivate that. Trust, you can cultivate that. Respect, you can cultivate that. There's many energies within you can cultivate, which means you can grow, can build. And then you build, and then boom, you're unstoppable. All right, let me get caught up with the comments. That was awesome. Oh, how cute. Thank you, VIP Jamie, for that. That was super cute. Let me get caught up with the comments. Bachelor's is next. Go on, Jamie, you've got this. Yeah, you already know you've got this. And we're going to help you stay grounded in that journey when shit's hitting the fan, or if it ever does, and you're like, we're going to be like, hey, Jamie, don't forget how powerful you are. One step at a time, girl. You got this. One step at a time, right? VIP Jules says to Jamie, get it, girl. You are going to be so successful. I can already see it. Yep. And she already is, right? But yeah, I mean, I know what you mean by that, VIP Jules, because it's just the sky's the limit. The sky isn't even the limit. We're limitless people. What am I saying? We're limitless beings. VIP Jamie says, bringing it to the 3D has gotten easier with meditation and your help with the chakras. Go on, my friend. Yeah, that's awesome. You got to bring it to the 3D so you can actually create, right? So I think about all the people who have big dreams, which, by the way, I think we all have big dreams, right? And I think about how many of those dreams will not simply be, they just won't be fulfilled because they don't have the people in their corner to say, you can do this. Like, what are we waiting for? What is the next step here? Let's bring it from the 5D down to the 3D. How do we do that? What are the simple plans? What are the steps you need to take to execute? And it will always, 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 capital underline, start with confidence. You need to have the confidence to create your reality. If you're struggling with that, I will help you cultivate your confidence inside the Cosmic Collective. And so will all the other members. It's a beautiful space. People are transforming their lives energetically all day, every day. Some of them are bringing it down to the tangible. Some of them are still working in the energetic space, and that's okay. It's an individual journey, right? All right, you guys, what an awesome show. I had such a fun time with you guys today. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's get out our journals. We're going to manifest. We're going to manifest and get on the energetic wave. The squirrel fell off the wheel. Is that what that's supposed to be? You're welcome. Thanks for being here. Typically, when somebody needs a conversation like this, they find me and then they tell me something like, I needed this. And I say, that's because you're in divine order. Our energies attracted each other. You were looking for this conversation and I was putting it out, right? So thanks for being here and thanks for showing up for yourself. That's the first step. Show up for yourself. Recognize that you need a conversation. Recognize that you need a little bit of a confidence boost. And if you can't do it yourself, by the way, some people can do it themselves. You guys, I got myself out of like some shit situations on my own. But I have the mental fortitude of just somebody that's just like, I can do it. I'm just like, I can do this. And I've reprogrammed my brain multiple times, which means you can too, by yourself. You don't need me, okay? You don't actually need me. But sometimes you do need some help. It just is what it is. Like, I needed help when I was first starting off my businesses. I didn't really know what to do, so I hired a business coach. But at the end of the day, what if you just had an energetics coach, an energy coach of sorts? I'm back to that label. I don't know, you guys, I hate labels, but it's like, if you just figured out your energy, you would instantly be unstoppable. Like VIP Catherine saying she almost spiraled and then managed her energy in 2 minutes. From like almost spiraling to like a 2-minute reset, that's pretty fast. Some people would be like 2 weeks into that spiral, right? So you got to figure it out. Where do I get the reading you suggested? She's Bulletproof. It's an astrology report. It's actually a report, so you can always go back and reread it. It's 50 plus pages. You can go to my website, lindsaywithlove.com. lindsaywithlove.com, and it will say learn your energy. And you click that button and you can find more information about it. VIP Jamie says, you guys definitely help the confidence. Big difference in confidence and ego. Oh yeah, for sure. Being a confident, humble person is going to get you way further than being an egotistical, cocky person. Can I say that on the internet? I don't know if I can say that. VIP Brenda says, oh, I was thinking that people bring me down. The reason I go into hermit mode. Yeah, because people are bringing you down. You can't, like, if you want to create your reality, either you've got to stop letting people bring you down, which means big boundaries, a lot of conversation shifts, or you start to hang out with people that are not going to bring you down ever, which is what's inside the Cosmic Collective. If I were to ever hear of a member saying something really rude or disrespectful to another member, that would be like instant, you're out. Because it's not the space for that. This space is what I found quite interesting. It's a special space for you only, which means your friends aren't involved. I always tell my girlies, my girly pops inside the Cosmic Collective, invite your friends. And they say, I don't want to. And I say, oh. They say, not because it's not such a great space, but because I want it to be my special space where I get to go reinvent myself, choose a new version of me without the naysayers, without the imprinting of people that already know me on me. I don't want to have to block what I want to say. I don't want to have to dilute myself. I don't want to have to, what am I trying to say, guys? Filter myself. I want to just show up. I want you guys to see the true version of me so I can step into that, right? And I've never felt that way or said it that way until yesterday on our way to yoga. My partner was like, we were talking about it, and he's like, what about this? What about that? Like, how, maybe you can say it in a different way. Because I'm like, I'm saying what it is, the beauty inside, and I just would love more people to join. I would love to help as many people as I can. And then it hit me. I was like, oh, I see. It's a very special place. A place where you get to be you. Zero judgment, zero critique, but not just you, but you get to transcend into the best version of you. And then you go out into the world and you have the tools and you have the power to say, even though I have to associate with certain people, my family or whoever's bringing me down, like, I don't really have to listen to that. And then the empowerment comes, and then the new reality comes. And it all happens because you're not with other people that already know you. There's no imprinting. It's just an allowance to be, right? I think that's what it is. I'm going to write it in an email today and see what happens. I think that's what it is, though. Thank you for the follow, the squirrel. Is it the squirrel? The squirrel fell off the wheel. Thank you for that. Thanks for being here. She's bulletproof. You're welcome. Gah, we would never. VIP Catherine says, no, I know, of course not. I don't think that would ever happen. But in a strange world where it might, you're out. VIP Jewel says, I've invited like 2 people ever. Yeah, and it's okay. I realized that it's better. It sounds weird because do I want more people to experience our group energy? Of course. Would I like that? That means I'm helping more people. That means more people are understanding who they are. They're shining their light brighter, so they impact more people, and it's this beautiful domino effect. Would I love that? Yes. But I also would really love to honor the energy of those that are inside and say, look, let it be your special spot on the internet. When VIP Erin was like, yeah, I was telling my friends about my friend, and they were like, what other friends do you have, right? And she's like, oh, I'm in this whole collective, right? Which, instant friends. And they were like, kind of like, what? But the blossoming, even that a VIP Erin has experienced, right? You guys know inside the collective. We've talked about it, we've watched it, so it's that kind of a vibe. And I think that's the best. I would rather it just be a bunch of strangers that come in together, become friends, and then just vibe, lift each other up. VIP Deborah says, only our energy until we feel comfortable with sharing. Yeah, exactly. Alessandra Keys, mindset coach, says, totally get that. No peanut gallery comments. Yep. VIP Jamie, yes, manifesting tonight. I will send an email reminder this morning, and then I'm going to send another one 1 hour before, about 8 p.m. tonight. VIP Catherine says, true, I'm going into a caterpillar and coming out a butterfly. No one will know until the immersion. Exactly. Yeah. And then all of a sudden they're going to be like, what have you been doing? And you're like, oh, I've been doing the invisible work behind the scenes inside the Cosmic Collective, which is this group of really empowered people. And I'm so proud of it. And they're going to be like, what do you mean invisible work? And you're going to be like, I know my energy now. Right? Time to harness the full moon. Amen to that, you guys. Clutch my pearls. Oh, wait. Whoop. I was like, what? Gasp. Wait, what's going on? Clutch the pearls. You guys are cute. VIP Jamie says, sometimes the people have been with you only see you and not you in your highest vibration. Yeah, that's called imprinting. And that's something that as you transcend, Jamie, as you transcend, you will help them change their view. Some of them. Some of them will never. It will just be, that's the version of you. And the best part is, you don't really give a shit after you've worked and done the energetic work. You just recognize that some people just never see you in the new vibration. It's uncomfortable for them. Why? Because it showcases their old vibration. It showcases the fact that they're doing what they're doing for the last 20 years and you're transcending. And that's uncomfortable for a lot of people. I mean, heck, some people see my TikTok video and they say mean things to me. Just my face. They don't know me. Just my face on the internet bothers them. So you just get used to it. You're like, okay, oh, whatever. That's weird, but okay. Good morning, Tony. Tony, make sure to join the Discord, my beautiful soul. Make sure to join the Discord. I want to welcome you in, my friend. Remind me, VIP Deborah says, you guys, I have something to tell you tonight. Okay, tell us. Tell us tonight. Okay, I want to hear all this. Some people hate me. Yeah, well, it's okay. Some people probably hate me too. I don't care. I don't hate anybody. DTM Tony, I'm talking the Discord because you're inside the Cosmic Collective. Join the Discord. That's our community where we're spending a lot of time together. I'll send you another email so you get in because that's like super powerful. VIP Brenda says, I literally kept getting my master's degree. It kept me getting my master's degree on a need to know basis. Oh yeah, to just block the haters out. Yeah. All right, let's go, you guys. Let's manifest. Step 1, this is Dr. James Doty. He says that we manifest, our body changes physically. We leave the sympathetic nervous system and enter into the parasympathetic nervous system, which means our body moves from a state of fear into a state of love when we are actually manifesting. So I think this is cool because he's proven that manifestation is real if you need something tangible to assume something is real. Now, I'm a believe it to see it kind of girly. I don't need to see things. I know what's real and what's not, and I don't know if anything is actually real unless my awareness is here for it. So there's that. He says step 1 is to write down what you desire. I would ask you to enter in your 5 senses to this description so that in step 4, when we are acting out a scene, you know what you're hearing, you know what you're seeing, you know what you're smelling, perhaps what you're tasting or touching or feeling. Tony says, people that are upset with you is because you reflect what they're not willing to do for themselves. Yep, you know that. You're so wise, Tony. You're so wise. Okay. So I'm going to read mine out loud because I think we have some newbies in the house. So I vividly see, what do you see? I vividly see myself as a paid YouTuber. And I feel so proud and fulfilled. That so many people are healing and manifesting their best lives with my help. Because that's what I've set out to do in the world, transform people's lives. So I feel proud of that. When it happens, I do feel proud of that. I feel proud and I feel honored to be part of that journey for whoever it is. Bye, Jamie. If you have to go, I'll see you tonight, my friend, inside of Discord as well. Tony DTM, don't forget to join Discord. I'm going to email you again with the link so you can get in. Step 2 is to read it silently, you guys, and step 3 is to read it out loud, so please do that now. For those of you who have been struggling with limiting beliefs around money, I am this close to launching a course that is going to change your life forever in the positive, toward the positive as it relates to money. I have not seen this done in a way that I'm doing it. Of course, I don't really buy anybody else's courses as it relates to this stuff, but I haven't seen it even on the internet, like displayed in the way I'm about to display it to you. And I think it's gonna blow a lot of people's minds. And not just blow your mind, but help you reprogram it as well. I don't want to just blast you off into a new frequency. I want you to reprogram into a really positive one. So if you've already read it silently and if you've read it out loud, the next step is to act out a scene, okay? So we're going to act out a scene. You're welcome, Tony. I've got you, girl. We're going to act out a scene, so we're going to close our eyes, get your chakras going in your hands, kind of just add in some energy, uncross your legs if they're crossed. Put the hands on the heart. And just to get our energy moving, we'll breathe into the heart chakra. So breathing in through the nose, in through your heart. So it's almost like your heart is doing the breathing. And on the exhale through the nose, you let the energy out of the heart. Breathing in through the nose, opening up your heart chakra. Big, 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 wide, wide, wide. Adding in a warm white light energy, pink or green, touching the central sun. And on the exhale, You're bringing the energy of the central sun to your heart space, and you're letting all the little dust bunnies out of your heart chakra. Dust bunnies can be soreness in the body, maybe a bad thought, a negative thought, self-doubt, worry, resentment, anger, whatever it is. One more time, deep breath in through the nose, through the heart chakra, opening up the heart chakra, big, 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 wide, wide, wide. Using the same color, fill your body with that color. You are an energetic being, a colorful one at that. And on the exhale, pulling the energy from the central sun to your heart space. What a beautiful energy to experience. Letting any little dust bunnies, low vibrations out of the heart chakra. Bringing your awareness and your attention now to the back of the heart chakra, kind of between the shoulder blades. Breathing in through the nose, into the back of the heart chakra. Exhaling through the nose, out of the back of the heart chakra. This is called heart breathing, and they've done scientific studies on this as well. They can measure the energetics of the heart up to 10 feet for a human being. One that's really tuned into their energy, so it's really cool. Breathing into the back of the heart chakra, opening up the chakra, big, 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 wide, wide, wide. Use the same color as before. I'm always a pink girly. And on the exhale, we grab the energy of the central sun. We bring it to our heart space. Let the energy move out of the back of the heart chakra. You might even feel some tingling sensation there, warmth or cold. One more time on your own, big, 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 wide, wide, wide on the inhale. And exhale. And now you'll act out the scene. I'm going to be quiet. Act out your scene. What is the scene? You just wrote down what you're seeing, what you're feeling, what it sounds like. So act it out. Something that indicates whatever you wrote down is in your reality. I'm telling my man I got monetized on YouTube. And that's it. That's all you have to do. In fact, this time I added a high five because the last time I showed him I hit 40K on TikTok, we were sitting together at dinner and I showed him my phone like I do every time I act out my scene. And I showed him my phone and he's like, yeah, babe. And he high-fived me, which we never high-five. It was like, so it was kind of silly, but now this time I've added in the high five into my scene. So add in your body, right? Embodiment. Add in the body. Allow yourself to really experience this experience in real time. The more that you experience in real time, the faster it will come to you. The energy of the universe, I suppose. Let's get on the energetic wave. The best part of every day. If you are interested in this conversation, if you had a good time here today, hit the follow button up here. If you want to become a VIP of mine and support these conversations, hit the button down there. And if you're ready to really transform your life, I'm talking tap into my energy, have access to me every single day inside of a private community. Join here. You also get group energy healings each month. You get 2 spiritual chats every single month, which means I am stuck, I don't know what to do. It means I need to cry it out. It means what is the next physical action I need to take. It's all encompassing toward your dreams and your goals. So good, I can feel it headed my way. VIP Jules, yes, I'm ready. And also you get the private Discord. And I think 10, now at this point, I think 11 energetic lessons. Spiritual energetic lessons to release your fear, step into your empowerment, understand how you got to where you are, connecting the dots. Oh my gosh, there's so much. I can't even talk about it all. All right, let's go. If you are interested in that, go to lindsaywithlove.com. It's the link in my profile and click number 2 on my website where it talks about the Cosmic Collective. Okay, closing the eyes, feet on the floor, flat, spine straight, not too tight, just comfy, cozy. Deep breath in through the nose, belly nice and full. Letting it go out of the mouth. Breathing in through the nose, letting it go. One more deep breath in, and letting it go. Putting one hand on your solar plexus chakra, which is kind of a little bit above your belly button, one hand on your heart chakra if you'd like. Speaking these words out loud because the words you speak have serious power. So say them with conviction from your solar plexus. Say them with love and intention from your heart space. You might want to think about if you're going to join the Cosmic Collective. Today is the day that you take that leap of faith on your own and you do it. Maybe you're thinking about facing a fear. We've got the Scorpio full moon tonight, you guys. I didn't even talk about it, but make sure to check out my page. I'm posting the rest of the signs this morning. Scorpio full moon wants you to release something that is holding you back, a deep-seated fear. It's time to let that shit go for real, you guys. You're the only one causing yourself your own hiccups in your life, so it's time to really understand that so you can move forward. All right, let's go. I am strong, and I can do this. Smiling big and showing me your teethers. I freaking did it. Why? Because I knew I could do it. I am strong, and I created this reality. Smiling big and showing me your teethers. And why did I do it? Because I am worthy and deserving of it. And you breathe in and you take this thought, this feeling, this energy, this vibration, this vision, you pull it up the chakra system, giving it to God, Source, Universe, Creator, out of the crown, the top of the head. Make it big, 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 wide, wide, wide. What is your vision? Touch the central sun with it. And on the exhale, you hold the vision. You hold the excitement. You hold the patient, the trusting, the knowingness, the comfort, the patience, the 1 foot in front of the other, the vision. You cement it in good into the root chakra, into your physical reality in a clockwise fashion. One more time, I'm doing it with you, breathing in. Make the vision so big at the top. What do you see? What are you feeling? What are you experiencing? And on the exhale, you hold the vision. Today is the day. You're so freaking excited. You knew it was coming. You held the patience. You held the trust. You excitedly anticipated. You assumed, and you drop it into the root, cementing it in a clockwise fashion in this physical reality. One more time. I am strong, and I created this reality. Smiling big and showing me your teethers. And why did I do it? Because I am worthy and deserving of it. You're on the energetic wave, my friends. That was a good clap. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I know that you will because you hung out with me this morning and I'm about to have an amazing day. It's already been amazing and I'm just starting out. Make sure to check back on my channel because I'll be posting the rest of the signs for the full moon. You guys, don't sleep on this full moon. Astrology is fun, but astrology is more than fun. It will change your entire life if you use it wisely. So don't sleep on the information I share with you. I'm always going to tell you how to use it so you can actually transform your reality. Scorpio wants you to get going. Step into version 2.0 of you. Release the deep-seated bullshit. Let go of something from 20 years ago. It doesn't matter anymore. That's what Scorpio is asking you to do. All right, you guys, I'm going to be posting the next one in the next 45 minutes or so stay tuned for the rest of the signs. And if you are interested in truly transforming your life and you want my help, join the Cosmic Collective today. It is only $49 a month, but I think around June I'm going to be raising the price because at that point there will be 12 full masterclasses inside. And yeah, I just think it'll be worth it. So there's that. Have a great day, you guys. I'll see a lot of you inside of Discord. Tony, I'm going to re-email you the Discord link. I really would like you to join today. Make it a priority for yourself because that's where the true magic is happening. And Manifesting Club members, you'll get your emails this morning, a reminder, and then tonight before we go live. Nikki, thank you for the follow. Have a great day, you guys. Goodbye to my YouTubers. Have a great day.